maybe they will be afraid that this, that. There of no reason, nothing is going to happen. Now them go run for us, no be we go run for them. Now we get the country. Dem don steal our money now. So if they wan run, make dem run. We go collect wetin we fit collect from them, then we push them aside, and then they can make the country the way we want it to be. So that we know that if we don't do this, our children will still suffer what we are passing through. So this is just the best time for us to stand firm and say no to this and overcome it once and for all. Thank you so much. I'm with you guys 100%.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Joseph, for that short information. Thank you. So
Yeah.
we'll take it order by order. So we'll go first with John Paul, Joe Paul. Sorry, Joe Paul. You've been coming on and off and on and off, so I don't understand. I don't know. So but we'll first go to Klassen. Then secondly, we'll go to Joe Paul. Then we'll go to Carol. Then we'll go to Raquel. Raquel was here before Isabella. Then after Raquel, then Isabella goes next. Okay. Or do you guys agree I should bring up ladies? Like, because guys have been speaking for a while now. So if you guys would agree, I should bring up ladies first before, if guys are gentlemen here, but I don't want to be biased. So if you vote nay or yay, I don't know how the probably used to say it's yay or nay. If you want the girls to speak, please just indicate by waving. If not, the guys will go. All right. So I think the guys, the years have it. The years, which means the guys. So okay, let's go by the order. So Klassen, you have the mic now. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. I believe I'm audible enough.
Yes, you are. You are very
And
audible.
thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Sincere appreciation and appreciations to you for hosting this space. It's a wonderful thing. I am very proud to be a citizen of Nigeria at this time. I appreciate my brethren that have spoken already. We are all brothers, and they've made very salient points. I'm speaking from the city of Port Harcourt, and I want to start by telling us a story. A man had a farm and he got sick along the line. So a message got to the animals in the farm that your master is sick, and the prescription is that he needs to be eating rabbits every day for him to get well. The rabbits were scared and they called other animals in the farm and said, "This is the message we got. And if we don't do something, we are going to die." And other animals looked at the rabbit and said, "Well, the master said he needs to eat rabbits. So we are not rabbits. So you rabbits go and face your problem." And the rabbits had nothing to do. At a long run, the man finished eating the rabbits, and they said, "Okay, since there's no rabbits, let's do with goats." Gradually, it was getting to other animals. By the time it got to the elephants, there was nobody to join forces with. Why am I saying this? If you've not been a victim of insecurity, you've been a victim of denial of credible service you would have gotten, that everybody here has had his fair share of the problems we're having in the country. Now we're governed and ruled by people that do not even have a clue. I had always known, okay, if we cast our minds back, when Buhari emerged the first 4 years, I was saying, okay, is it not 8 years is going to leave, thinking that the next government that will come in will be better. To believe anymore. I don't believe the religious leaders that are coming out to say no to protest, Khan and the host of others. I know they've been paid. I'm not interested. But here in Port Harcourt, we've mobilized ourselves and we're ready. Whatever will happen, even if you sit in your house, you will still die. So it's better you take. Let's create a map that generations will come to inherit, because the country is getting worse. Lots of us here are even more educated and sound than those people that are in the position of leadership. But you can imagine the policies they are implementing. Suddenly, government has started selling a bag of rice for 40,000. Government has started, Tinubu's wife has started distributing rice. Now, I want to tell us that the protest is yielding results. When MTN woke up fortuitously, or should I say inadvertently, to block people's line, and people protested. NCC gave another, the line should be unbarred. So you can see that protest, we are peaceful protesters. Now I want to tell us something. My mom happens to be a senior officer in the DSS, and when I was talking to her, I told her I'm going to protest. And she was telling me that she's not going to stop me, but I should be careful. That even in her office, the junior officers that were mobilized to go to the street are saying that they are also affected by bad governance, because there was a director they had once that was giving them weekly bonus. But since Tinubu, most people work and retire and can't even mold a block. And most of those security officers, most of those SS officers were saying that they can't disobey their officials. But when they get to the field, when they see the protesters coming, they will go the other way and say they didn't come their way. So let's not be scared, because those policemen, those armies you're seeing, they are all citizens of Nigeria. So they won't say they are not affected by the bad governance. Most of them don't get their allowances. The leaders, the people at the helm of affairs, have been embezzling and hoarding their allowances. The company where I'm working in yesterday, all police in it that were sent to everybody, including the politicians, got a signal that all of them should return to their base. So they've convinced all the policemen so that they will mobilize them to go into places. But let's not be scared, because the policemen are also citizens of this country. I don't want to say much. I have seen a lot of, I'm so disappointed at this point. The level of disappointment is ineffable, that people that are reputed, that are supposed to come out and say good things, religious leaders, traditional leaders that we expected before now, should have should have scheduled a meeting with the presidency or the government of the day to to give them a plight, to give them a message, convey the plight of the people to the government. They didn't say it, but now they're coming to say, please do not protest and all of that. At this point, they lost their respect, they lost their places as elders. Because if they were elders, they would have gone ahead to ensure that the future of their children are secured. And I want to end by saying that we are together. If you hold a stick of broom, you can easily break it. But if the brooms are fastened together by a cord and is in a bundle, it's very difficult to break. So let's not detach ourselves. Let's go in group. Wherever we're going, let's go in mass, and let's be peaceful. Because politicians will always come up with one antics. They want to infiltrate protest so that they can unleash violence and say the protesters were violent and they were looting. That's the antics they want to bring. Already, the police has come to say that they have gotten an information that the protest will be hijacked. Some are saying that Boko Haram are planning to infiltrate the, the protest. Now, under these few hours, we've had a lot of messages being issued by various security operatives, but we're still having insecurity. Police cannot decipher where the bandits are. Police cannot decipher where the armed robbers are. But even just a peaceful protest, and we're having police giving series of statements. But let me tell us one thing. Even the police are scared. The police are citizens too. I will shock you that this protest will be successful, and the result is overt already. So let's not be scared. And I want to end by saying that here in Port Harcourt, we are very much ready. We are ready to hit the streets, because it is our time. Posterity will not forgive us if we refuse to say something. People say that when you hold water in your mouth for too long, it turns to saliva. And that's the case of Nigeria. We've endured for a long time. The leaders know what to do, but they're deliberately not doing it. And for God's will, Akpabio, he has never been a leader. A man that came out to say that whether citizens like it or not, they're going to buy a private jet for the president. A man that has come to say a whole lot, commit a lot of blunders. So I do not want to bank so much on their insipidity. I just want to say, let us be ready. Let's be deliberate. Whoever is afraid can be afraid. Even in Rome, there were people that were exceptional knights and there were others that were cowards. Let the cowards stay. Those of us that have the courage will protest, because we know what we're looking at. Thank you very much. I rest my case.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that class. And well, yeah, we are following up. And big ups to my people in River State. God bless you all, and God see us through. So the next person we are going to go with is it Carol? Then Carol we go to sorry, no. Emmanuel. Emmanuel and Nikan has been here. So Emmanuel from Emmanuel to Carol, from Carol to Raquel, from Raquel to Isabel. Okay. So from Isabel to Slige, then Neo. All right. Thanks. So let's
Yes.
go.
Good evening, everyone. I hope I'm audible.
Yeah, you're audible. I can hear you.
Loud and clear.
I'm so really disheartening with the state of the country because we actually missed a very great opportunity when this man came in because during when this when Tinubu was declared by INEC was selected, I mean, by INEC. That was the very awesome opportunity for us to come out
Are you
and
close to a fan, Emmanuel? Are you close to a fan?
no, I'm not close to the fan.
Because your mic keeps like going off and like back and forth, so I can't really hear you properly. So you have to put it very close. Like you have
Am
to
I
speak very close.
am I audible now?
Yes, yes. Thanks.
It's okay now. Okay. So because I is as if we are in a country where we have clowns as leaders, and it's very disheartening. I watched the presidential debate between Trump and Biden, and just look at how a debate is being organized and very cool, and things are going on very well. This protest that we are going on is definitely going to be hijacked. We are currently in a state capture. This man has captured everything. He has captured the judiciary, he has captured the police, he has captured even the news media. He has virtually captured even the political highlights that even are even in support of this. So it's most people are kind of scared because of the last protest that happened. We saw what happened where um, they brought out soldiers to shoot on unarmed protesters. So most people are but actually not really. There is that fear, but I'm very sure that we're going to overcome. Nevertheless, I'm very sure that we're going to overcome because if we don't come out and do and bring this, because this politician, they're actually scared. Look at Akpabio when this popular blogger dragged him. He actually apologized to those senators that he actually talked down on. So these people, they are actually scared. So we have to actually come out and actually do this. I am optimistic it's going to come out successful. We may not actually um, get whatever all the demand that we actually are requesting, but I'm very sure that it's going to be successful. I'll yield my
All right.
mic.
Thank you so much, Emmanuel. That was quick. Mm. So let's go to Carol.
Okay, thanks.
You're
So
welcome.
the statement of us not getting the our demands is one of the things I'm going to address. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for this opportunity. So I'm going to start off my own submission by talking about the building of the Tower of Babel in the Bible, where God Himself had to acknowledge that these people are one, and because they are one, there is nothing that they cannot achieve as in unity. And as the other speaker said, and I will take it from the Bible context, a threefold cord cannot easily be broken. When we understand the power of unity, then we understand what we truly have as a people, what we're truly building here. The two things that we're having that I really like is that we're united, at least to a large extent, I would say. We're united and then we're determined. because then we gave a date for August 1st. I was like, it was too far. But I'm glad to see that the vibe has carried on till we're very close, just few hours to go, like the headliner said. So I want to let us know that if we're united and we are determined, we're going to achieve things that are even greater than what we are looking forward for this protest to achieve. And that's all we need. We need to be united. Someone saying that don't let them take anybody away from there. Because if they want to take someone and then people form a court, are they going to take the 100 people, or what are they going to do? They start to beat you. Definitely. When they're beating you, think of the cost of things in the market. Think of how bad our country has gotten, and then maybe you build your motivation from that, and it will help. One other thing I want to say is it's obvious the tools that the leaders of Nigeria and our politicians or everybody in political space is using. They are just two tools. Number one is fear, and the second one is greed. As a person, I used to be very fearful. And I used to think it was a normal way of life to be fearful. I'm a Christian, clearly stated. So I'm going to take it. There's a verse in the Bible where I saw where God listed. I'm not trying to make this about Christianity, but that is what I know. And that's where I'm going to speak from. There's a verse in the Bible where God talks about the liars and fearful not making it to his kingdom. And I was like, I thought fear was like something that comes natural to man. Why would God say that fearful will not make it to his kingdom? It's simply because that is the first weapon that the devil uses. And if anybody that is wicked, the Bible says wickedness is as a sin of witchcraft. I'm not trying to preach, but if I'm preaching to and you're fine with it, I'm glad. So fear is one of the tools that they've been using. And as other speakers have said, we can clearly see that they themselves are scared. But when you now think that, oh no, they are in power, they can control the police, they can do this, they can do that. If we come out in our numbers, as other people have said, that happened in Venezuela, people came out in their numbers and the police had no choice but to join them. Take fear out of your mind. Be determined. And then let's work together. Be your brother's keeper. Help each other. That was one of the beautiful things I saw in NSAS. Help each other. Be there for each other. We don't know each other from anywhere, but we're united by one faith. The fact that we are Nigerians and we have been badly treated. That is common to every one of us. So let that unite us. If you see someone, be your brother's keeper. Let's just show that unity and determination, and we're going to see that we can achieve very great things. There was a post yesterday about the 50,000 naira bag of rice, and then a lady commented on the post and she was like, 50,000 is expensive. It should be 10,000, 15,000. And someone is like, no, they should dash you for free. And I was shocked. I'm in my 30s. And I remember very clearly when cap rice went to 9,000 and my mom was complaining that it was expensive. That was cap rice, the best rice in Nigeria then for 9,000 naira per bag. And now we should be happy or glad that we're buying a bag of rice for 40,000 naira because of the wickedness of leaders that are trying to brainwash us to think that it is fine for us to buy fuel at 500 and something at 500 and something naira per liter, or to exchange. I saw some people when the naira went to almost 2,000 and it was coming down to 1,900 plus and so on, and they expected us to clap hand for the government and the news to say naira is appreciating. That's the kind of mentality, the kind of mindset that they are trying to build inside of us. And that's something that every one of us has to deal personally with ourselves. Don't go there and think that when you make requests, and because they're going to also come out and make offers. But we can see what's happening with Kenya. When they are making their offers, you know what you want. What you actually think what is what you deserve. So stand on what you want. Let's have one voice. Let's have one voice as a people. The truth is that we deserve to still, at this rate, to still buy food. In the last talk, I said, since I was born, I've not heard that the crude oil in Nigeria, I've not heard that our crude oil will stop seeing crude oil from the ground. Instead, we're even discovering more crude oil. I've not heard that our land has stopped producing. We're still farming. We're still getting produce. So why do we think that it is now okay for me, or the government can no longer afford, or I can no longer buy fuel for 100 naira per liter and it's okay, or I can no longer buy rice for below 10K a bag and it's fine? No, it's not. It's not fun. Now that we want to protest, we're hearing that Nigeria makes 400. I don't know if it's true. Nigeria makes 400 billion every day. I don't know if the data is true, but they are the ones saying it. So if we're making that much money every day, then why are we in the state we are in? Because a selected few people have decided to make their tummies big out of the wealth of this country. And then we're now going to allow them to give us handouts. No, let us stand on what we are demanding, please. Because some of us, by the time we stay there for some days, some of us will get discouraged and say, after all, they've given us they said, and they will give us this, they will give us that. We too, we are becoming greedy. Let's just collect it and go. Some of us will say that. But please, I am begging, let your mind be steadfast. Think of, if you give up, if you live there and stop fighting, when you come back to fight tomorrow, it's going to be more tougher than whatever you think that you're facing, because there's advancement everywhere. There's advancement in technology. There'll be advancement in the gun and everything that they want to carry. So when you think that tomorrow you can come back and fight, it will be more advanced and you're not going to be able to the fear would have increased by tomorrow. Please, we are not slaves. If another man's country would treat us anyhow, it should not be Nigeria. We are bona fide citizens of Nigeria. We have every right to put our foot on that land and to fight. So I'm just encouraging every one of us. I know it's difficult, but if you put fear aside, if you determine within yourself that you will not let yourself be swooped away by fear, you will see yourself not just in this protest, but in every aspect of life, you're going to be able to achieve greater things. So thank you all very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. I would say some of your words are very, very great and very, very uplifting. So yeah, we'll go to the next person, which is Raquel. So from Raquel, we'll go to Isabella. From Isabella, we'll go to Neo. From Neo, sorry, we'll go to Sludge, the King Kong, then Neo. Then please, if you have spoken before, you can drop down so I can accept new um speakers. Thank you. So Raquel, let's go.
Good evening, everybody. Sorry, can you hear me? Am I audible?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can hear you.
Okay. So, I
Mr.
want
Jacob,
to,
you want to speak, so we'll come back to you. Okay, you've indicated, so yeah, we'll come back to you, sir. Thank you, sir. So Raquel, let's go.
okay, I would like to appreciate the organizers of the space and for those that have spoken before. Everybody's is making meaningful sense, at least to an extent. But what I don't understand is why in a working country by now, the country is on the verge of taking as much heat. Why we haven't had a press conference from our president by this time? Why he has not called to address the nation as a whole, to address the situation? I cannot wrap my head around it. Like, we've not heard from President Bola Ahmed Tinubu calling for whether he wants us to protest or not to protest. We've literally not just heard from him. It's been this indirect sending of messages and threats, and but let's not even go there. Let's now go down to the matter on ground. I feel aside our demands that we are looking to be a more productive nation than a consumptive nation, because one of our major problems now is that we're even consuming more than we produce, which is why I feel our fuel price is that high. And I think something can be done, because imagine we have the crude and we even have resources to refine that crude to give fuel. I don't see why we should be importing refined petroleum products. It is wrong. And the only one man that was sensible enough to say, okay, you know what, let me build a refinery in this nation, they are frustrating his efforts. I don't get how you have everything you have in your house to make stew and you are going outside to buy stew. Why? And tell me why you're not going to buy it for a more expensive price than you would have made it at home. So it's not nice. That is the one thing I felt, the one sensible thing I felt that this government should have done, or strive to have done. So let's go back to the protest. The last speaker, Carol, she really made sense when she said we should take out fear from our minds. But to be very honest, let's be truthful to ourselves. Between me and you, we know that the leaders and the those in political offices, they are afraid. Doesn't mean that we ourselves were not afraid, but I think we're more angry self than scared. So we've moved from a sad place to a place of anger, and that anger was triggered by hunger. So I feel now we are angry, they are scared. So it's like, Omo, let every God will help us. The only reason anybody has now in this situation to be happy, if you are not if you're not sick upstairs, that you're happy that this is happening, the only reason we should have to be happy is that we finally decided to act up. That is the only reason for happiness, because nothing is going well. So somebody cannot come out now and tell me I'm happy with the way things are going. The only thing you should be happy with the way it's going is the fact that we've decided to act up. If it is the way the country is being led, there's nothing to be happy about. If it's the way we are living as citizens, guy, even a slave in a foreign land is better than we that are free in our own land. It's not nice. There's nothing to write home about this country. So as for tomorrow's protest, well, we know that it's a 50-50 chance that it may go both ways. So the only thing we need to do now is strap up and then expect the best, but prepare for the worst, because with what we're seeing already, I don't know if it's a social media thing, but we've been getting um we've been getting updates from, I'm in the southeast, I'm in Enugu, from neighboring states like in Imo State right now. I just hope and pray that it's not the way it's being escalated that is happening there, with all the gunshots and the running helter skelter and the whole, terrorism going on in Imo now. Only God knows our fate as from tomorrow. But still, we can only pray and hope that everything goes well. So after tomorrow, I think we'll now come back to the drawing board and analyze and strategize for the coming days ahead. In this protest that we're going to do, expect that there are going to be groups of human beings that would have divided themselves into normal citizens that are clamoring for change, that they know the right thing to be done and that's what they want done. We have sarcastic groups. There are some tribes that believe, okay, you know what, we were telling you people when this thing was happening, shaping na go vote am, no problem now. So we know they we not even go follow and go protest. After all, we're happy with the regime. Since we told you people, you do not listen, you know what, now you're facing the repercussions, so count us out. We'll see them normally. We'll see the security personnel that knows the right thing to be done. However, some of them have already been compromised. So don't even expect that they are there for your own security. Still, I know that this hunger touch everybody. So I know that in, let's say, 100 of them, there should still be up to 20, 25 to 30 of them that knows the right thing that should be done and that will do it. You get, there are tribe leaders that want to succumb to the political leaders, people that they will call and say, you know what, talk to your people, let them not come and protest. The religious leaders, traditional leaders, all these are groups that they are going to really be at loggerheads. This starting from tomorrow. In fact, it has started from today, but the normal citizens were still calm first and collected. It's now tomorrow now that will now unleash our own. But in all, please, just in whatever you're doing, stay safe and watch out for your neighbor. And please don't segregate. Don't say this one is not for my tribe. This one is not does not practice my religion. You are worse than a racist if you do that. I can't believe in this day and age, as an adult, you are still segregating. You are still saying, after all, no be so then they do this one, be Igbo man, me I be Igbo man, this one, be outside, this one, I cannot, I don't even want to. It means if you were now white, what would happen? You will legit call the black people animals. No, 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 no. Please watch out for your neighbor, regardless of tribe or religion. As far as the person is sharing the same values with you, the person does not have. Even when the person has a counter opinion, let's say the person is of the opinion of no protest, try to make the person see reasons with you. And if the person respect the person's opinion, no problem. Don't go and start clashing with the person or anything, bringing up bad blood. No, just allow the person, but defend yourself as much as you can. As much as you can, not violently, just be at your defense. The best form of attack, I feel, is defense. And God will help us all. I yield my mic. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Raquel. That was beautiful. So yeah, we'll go to Isabella. Then from Isabella. Hope this the rest of you are getting ready to take the mic. So Isabella, from Isabella, we'll go to, I thought there was one guy that was supposed to speak. Okay. So from Isabella we'll go to Neo. Then Neo will go to EndBadGov, then EndBadGovernance. So Isabella, let's go.
Good evening, everyone. Can you hear me? Am I audible?
Yep. Yep. I can hear
Okay.
you.
Thank you for the opportunity to speak, and I applaud all the other speakers who have spoken. Okay, so I have a few points. I would like us to see this protest as we are at war, whether we choose to see it that way or not. But that this is what it is. Because for every society that want to initiate change, we cannot deceive ourselves. This is what they call revolution. And from the history of nations, you don't get to see revolution without being met by force or intimidation from the other opposition, which is the government. So I would like us to point our direction to learning from history, learning from the past. Why am I saying this? There's rarely a revolution without bloodshed. I'm not a bearer of bad news, but I just want us to prepare rather than us being caught unawares. The reason why I'm saying this is we know how we are in this nation. We have a crop of people that lack empathy, they are wicked, selfish. Sometimes you ask yourself, but this person is also suffering. Like, are you enjoying your chains? Like, this protest is being done for your own sake and for the sake of your children, but you still have the guts to cock your gun and still kill the person that is fighting for your rights. So what am I trying to say? We need to put some measures in place. For example, someone spoke about pro bono lawyers. We need to get ourselves prepared. Yes, they've given us assurance that there will be security, but are you taking their words? We need to prepare ourselves. We need pro bono lawyers to be, available on ground, even if they are not going to be on ground, but at least we know we have them. We need maybe healthcare, providers that we've already liaised with, that just in case, God forbid, we have emergencies, we can bring people, over there to treat them. We, Someone also spoke about media, guys. We need this protest to be captured. So it won't be like the last NSAS protest where somebody is carrying.
Sorry, that was a mistake. Can you continue, please, Isabel?
Okay, I don't know what you heard last, so I'll know where
Y-
to continue from.
Yeah, you were saying something about we should do something, right?
Okay, so I was saying that we need to put certain measures in place. We know that there is no there's rarely a revolution without bloodshed in any society. Somebody also always have to be a scapegoat or a sacrificial lamb. But in order for us to do damage control, these are the reasons why we need to put these measures in place. Someone mentioned pro bono lawyers. We need them very, very well. We need people who can donate their vehicles, maybe in case of emergencies or ambulances. Someone mentioned security, having our own security, which is very important because there's likelihood of thugs coming to hijack the protest so that they can turn it around and say, oh, the protest was not peaceful. The protesters were the one causing those mayhem. So we need to capture all those things, have our own security. Then we also need to liaise with maybe a few healthcare providers who can also be available. That okay, once we know we are bringing people there, they are not rejecting them to say, oh, please go and bring police report or this or that. This is just for damage control. This is the reason why I'm highlighting this. Having said that, one part of our demands, this is just my own view now, because in any society that we want the economy to to get running, for poverty to reduce, I don't see a country where we are only consuming we are not producing, we are not exporting. Like, how do we come out of this quagmire? Because even if we are demanding for this government, they don't even have the capacity to provide all these things we are demanding of them. They don't. I'm sure they have it for their own personal satisfaction, but for them to use it for the economy to get it running, I'm not sure all these things are available. So part of what I think we should also demand for is our refinery needs to start functioning. We have a refinery in Kaduna. Why have they not focused on that to even see how they can repair it? I don't know what is wrong with the refinery. Okay, there's Dangote on, they are trying to frustrate his effort to make sure it doesn't work. We all know the reason behind that. Okay, why have they not talked about reviving Ajakuta Steel? Why have they not talked about reviving textile industry? Why have they not tried to talk about let's improve on mechanized farming, agriculture? Why have they not talked about tackling insecurity? Because no investor wants to come to a country to invest where insecurity, is the order of the day. And we are talking about changing the economy. They are just giving us false promises. We are not serious. Like, we are serious, but they are not serious because from the look of things, they don't have any solution to the problem on ground. And it is very obvious. They just keep borrowing and borrowing and borrowing. There is no backup plan that, okay, these are the strategies we are put in place, the measures of how we want to come out of this inflation or this economy. So we also need to demand from them what are they doing in specifically to bring us out of this quagmire, economic wise. So this is just my own submission. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that submission. That was really a key point there, because in Warri, where I live, right, where I lived, there used to be this refinery. Because every evening I used to come outside, then there's see these lights, these huge lights. You see that there's diesel burning, there's kerosene. That's the joy. As people that grew up in those Delta, those south parts, they will know what I'm talking about. But all of a sudden, I saw that light quench in front of me, right? One stopped working, the other one stopped working, the third one stopped working. Then the whole thing just shuts down. The whole place is full of rust. The workers there, they've been laid off. Lots of them committed suicide. It was a very sad story, but these are the things like people really don't talk about. Is the livelihood of these people has been taken away from them. Because right now you can just see, if a youth now, for example, in some part of the community in Delta State now, when like they don't have anything to do, you see the local government or the chairman that collects tax or something will start recruiting them, sending them some bogus letter saying they should come and join the tax force. Tax force for what? To take money from pedestrians, from oil tankers that's passing the area and all those stuffs. So they are using our youth like for tools. They are using them as tools. And this thing needs to be like addressed. It's becoming too much. If we say we want to help, how many people can we help? We as individuals, how many can we help? We've helped some of us, we've even helped them to the extent that we are going insane. I don't know what you want to do anymore. So this talk about refinery is very, very important, because Nigeria, let me break it down for you. Nigeria has enough oil, enough gas to power the whole thing. Like, Nigeria has enough oil to generate electricity for the whole country. Nigeria is not the biggest country in the world, though. Russia is bigger than Nigeria times 500, right? But the whole place, there's lights everywhere. There's Look at Ghana. So please, we should try to bring all these things to life. We should try to take our fathers or our grandfathers that they laid off from from NNPC, because of there's so much corruption that they lay off people without giving them their pension or their what belongs to them. So please, we should talk about those refineries, though. they should go and attend to those refineries, because that one, I go shout my whole lungs for that one. That refinery must work. So please, sorry for the interruption. So the next person is Neo, right? So yeah, it was this next person is Neo. Then end bad. There's two end bad governors, right? So Neo, then this end bad governance with the 2024, then the second end bad governance, then the Anthony, then Zanga. All right, let's go.
Sorry to interfere. I was meant to talk the other time, but my connection, I'm
Okay,
slightly
okay, okay, okay. No
my
problem. So no,
my
what's gonna
connection got
happen?
lost.
No, what's gonna happen? Please let's Neo go first, then we'll go to you. Okay. I'm sorry for that.
Hello, everyone. I hope you can hear me. Am I audible, please?
Yes, yes, I can hear you.
I wanted to thank everyone, thank the host for this space. I want to thank everyone who has been speaking since morning. This is one of the things that we need to change ourselves, and so that we're able to come out massively tomorrow. The government are trying every possible means to discourage people not to come out. One of the strategies they employed this evening was that they are broadcasting a message on WhatsApp now that the protest has been postponed to October 1, that there's no protest again, that the protest has been shifted to October 1, that the organizer of the protest of the protest have given the government the opportunity to go and work on their request, that if by October 1 all the requests have not been fulfilled, then the protest will now come on the October 1. So these are the strategy they are using presently. So they are using every means to make sure that they put people away from that protest. Literally in my area this afternoon, so many people who comes out from different local governments try bringing a placard that people should try as much as possible to stay away from violence protests. Like somebody is telling them that people wanted to make do a violence protest. So all these things, they are trying every means possible to make sure that they dissuade people from coming to protest. But I don't want us to be discouraged. Everybody that have been speaking since morning have been saying very tangible points that is very, very important and germane. So we need to hold this government responsible. If we are not holding them by their neck, they won't do anything. You can see that if you can look at it from within the time that these protests have already been agreed upon. These protests have been agreed upon. You can see that the people have you can see how, what the government have been doing. They have been able to implement so many things that they have ought to have been done since why all this while. So you can see that if we do not hold them accountable, they will just be playing around. You can see that Wiki did not have a chance to go and start playing all this dancing step that he has been practicing all this while. So we need to hold them accountable. That is one of the reasons this protest must hold, and they must fulfill all the conditions of all our demands. Pray that God help us. I think I have much to say. Thank you. Thank you, the host. Thank you, the co-host.
Thank you, Mr. Neo. Thank you for that. So we'll go to impact governance now. Now the mic is for you. So please, if you want to contribute, you have submission, please request the mic. I'll bring you up. And if you know that you've requested before, but something took you down, come up again. I'll prioritize everybody that tried to come up before, and something happened. So just please come up. Then to end bad governance, to you, over to you. Then from you we'll go to Zanga, from Zanga Anthony. Thanks.
Yes. Good evening, everyone. Yeah, I came on top. I asked for the mic just for one thing, and that's to act on how I can or we can connect with like well meaning Nigerians going out to protest tomorrow. Because I've seen a lot of people talk on the space tonight about demand, about the problem, but no one is really talking about how we are going to come out. And me personally, I'm someone that believes in grouping. You get
No, no, no. We
connecting.
don't want to look. We don't want to give hints to anybody. We don't want to give hints to
Okay,
anybody that before they counter anything. So, but just have it in mind that once you wake up in the morning and you march out before you even step out
okay,
of your gate, you will see someone that's going there already, right? So we should be very careful on
okay.
putting locations like too much around because yeah, some bad actors. So go on.
Yes, I actually understand that. But I also feel on the space, like there should be some form of, like, I feel people coming up to speak to should also make people know, okay, yes, they are coming out. Because there are a lot of people listening on here that won't request for the mic. And such, hearing such word will be some kind of motivation. Okay, yeah, over here, this is what is happening. I'm coming out from my side. I'm coming out with this number of people. So because me personally, from my end there, the person I intended going out with the protest actually told me and said he's going to go out the second for the second day protest. And now I'm having issues like going out on my own. I just want to like group people going from my end there. So that's why I requested for the mic, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to talk. Yeah.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thanks for that NBAC governance. So let's move to Zanga Zanga. So Zanga Zanga, you have your mic, please. Zanga Zanga, are you there? Please say something.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. The worry boy. Worry how far
Hey,
now, area.
I'm Bruce, Twali, Dewo.
There were what did this up? Shey una
I
don ready.
good.
Abuja people and my people in ABJ are they greet una J Town, J Town. Una never una know they stop to they amaze me. Kanu, Kanu. People for Lagos, una shey una don ready, una don prepare for their thugs, ba? And those the other one, the thugs in uniform as well. You are going into this, my people. Go into it with the plan for the worst day so you can survive it, okay? Don't look for the expected outcome because we are going into this kind of engagement. You don't have to look for the expected outcome. Prepare for the worst day so that you can survive it. That's the only advice I have for every single. In fact, I'm taking my own advice as well. So you know us in Abuja now. And I will say we go try to dey deal with Wike, and he's asking that people should go and apply for Eagle Square. Whether now he get Eagle Square, he go tell us. Whether the Eagle Square belongs to his grandfather. Whether his grandfather is the owner of Eagle Square. You see, I used to say this. Personally, I don't tolerate disrespect. And I will not even allow anybody to elevate that disrespect to see finish. You know, say see finish, now be the elder brother of disrespect. See finish, now be the grandfather of disrespect. Nigerian politicians, see, what did they operate? Now see finish. They go see you finish. They go take your money. They go see you finish. They go rig your election. They go see you finish. You go apply for a job. They go chop your money. They no go give you the job. Those government officials, they go see you finish. You want renew your passport or you want apply for your passport. Hmm? They go collect bribe from you. Eh? The passport, they no go deliver them on time. They go still see you finish. You understand? You dey pursue contract within the MDAs. They go collect your money. You go pay bribe tire. Eh? They go see you finish. So the NBS has to come out with a statistical analysis of bribe taking in Nigeria, and it run into billions, billions of naira. Eh? So that one are industry itself. So the people who are profiting from the weakness of our institutions, and they make this so for you to even seek any approval, whether you want to push any legislation at the National Assembly, they go see you finish. You go lobby tire, even when you pay money. So they don't know us. Say we be bribe takers. It's no news. The Chinese will come and bribe all our officials and get access to the mining rights and get access to approvals. Yes. So the sea finish, it don't too much. I've been at the oil where they did drill from the region when I come from. Hmm? If not, what you they hustle around the world for? Hmm? Most of us, you don't travel, you don't see how the monarchs are living in Monaco. See how the Qataris are living in Qatar. See how the Emiratis are living in the UAE. I know even want to go to Americans, so say American a land of, I do the gbas and I put the hustle and the hustle pay. We understand that. But I'm talking about nations that are blessed with resources, that manages the resources and prioritize the welfare and well-being of their citizens. The same mineral resources that we have, the refineries has been systematically destroyed, you know every single aspect of our institutions has been systematically and strategically, destroyed. So what are you going to do? You are left with no option than to hit the reset button, guys. It's history that we're about to make.
Oh, the Zanga. Someone said I am talking and sleeping at the same time. I don't know who that is, but that's nasty, bro. All right, go on. Sorry.
It's all right. You see, my brother, you feel sleep, you feel wake up. Oh, say, you go feel sleep like bed. Say where bed they sleep, you go they sleep, they wake up, they close one eye, they open one eye. So they call them, bed sleep. You feel they sleep, you feel they talk at the same time. Anyway, anyone where hit your ear, where wake you up, you respond. You understand? It's allowed. Don't be serious when I did this space. See, when the brain or the shoulder where there's lower inactivity, the brain
I
automatically
am
go
fine.
go
I am fine.
yeah,
Trust me. It's
I know
like
you are
it's like
fine.
3 p.m. 3 p.m. here, right? So I'm fine. I don't know why that guy said I'm sleeping, but sorry guys, I'm not sleepy.
Okay, maybe now because of your voice, maybe I don't know. I never enter winter. Now Europe you there, I've been North America.
In North America.
Okay, you now go so enter winter now. But it's still
Yeah,
cold
yeah.
now.
Yeah,
So
like I'm even having a heat wave right now. So yeah.
correct. Enjoy your snow. Enjoy your heat. Snow goes soon come. Hey, you see, for this place, my people, no let fear. Eh? No let fear. I think my own personal definition of fear is the border of the reality we know. If you know beyond that border, if you see beyond that border, if you understand beyond that border, you don't go fear anything. Hmm? What of the person where you they fear? Him they fear you. There is power. A bunch of twigs is not easily broken. But you see one yard, if you come out them, you go cut them sharp. So we must learn how to bind together. We must learn how to closing together. This is not be the time where you go say you are from the east, you are from the west, you are from the north, you are from the south. Because if they break you, they can manipulate you. That center, you must protect that center so that nothing will drop inside that center and disperse the people. You must make it impenetrable for them. These guys, they are not ready to yield. Do not trust the police. I'm saying it. Do not trust them. They might tell we will protect you. They can still guarantee. See, they wield the sole power constitutionally, hmm, for legitimate violence. All the security agencies, they are the masters of legitimate violence. You are not. You cannot win. You cannot win against that house. So don't even go there. Did you hear me? Don't even go there. Say you are going to the protest ground, say you don't the arm yourself. How much bullets you get? You are not even allowed to carry a weapon. And the moment they see weapon in your hands, automatically they will flag you. They can deploy little force to crack down. And not just you, the group where you belong, you go endanger them. Go there, eh? With that your civil power where you get. Because see, in a democratic setup, the people, they are the government. If you tolerate the bad ones where they represent you, then there's a problem. Akpabio is misbehaving. The people at Akwa Ibom, I hope you are listening. Your son is misbehaving there. Tinubu is misbehaving there at the villa. I hope the people in Iragbiji and Eko, where he make his political man, I hope you are seeing what he's doing. And all other officials. Wike is moving mad in the FCT. People of Rivers, whether in Ikwere you be or the other one you be, I hope you are seeing what he's doing. Because it's time. It's about time. When they want to take the people resources, they will not tell you to go back to your region. They will not say we will leave the oil alone. They will say we will give you 50,000 naira to the Niger Delta youth every month. 50,000 naira. That money no fit for my motor. 50,000 naira. That money no fit feed me in a day. In a day. In a day. That's the money they want to pay somebody in a month. They drill this oil out. They are signing all manner of JV contract where people they borrow money where people know they even see what they use the money do. But they won't pay una 50,000 naira. Now still una they gather come appeal court during the presidential election petition tribunal, the proceedings. Now see una they carry come, una sit down for Abuja there, for that 3 arm zones, una they beat all manner of drums, now they exhibit all manner of stupidity for there. Because one inflated toad, whether they call Asari Tokubo, don't go collect contract to mobilize una come Abuja. Fast forward, how many months now? How many months now? When he say job people are angry, now job people are not angry again. Job people are not angry again now. He say that Niger Delta, you people should not protest. Is Niger Delta youth anywhere where he come from for that locality? You people should cancel him because the man is working for his pockets. He's not working for you. When they want to confuse you, they will now bring the larger ethnic affiliation or bloodline into it, and you go just because you no get sense. You go just enter. When the man cash out finish, he go tell you waka. You'll be waiting for the next gig. The man a Ross man, na gig man. How many gig you don't collect from Tinubu to mobilize? I mean, you don't see 1 billion naira for your life. Never see. You go there street. See, it's time for you. Nigeria can work for you. Nigeria can benefit you too. You don't have to keep struggling. You don't have to. You have a stake in it. That's what we are saying. Recognize your stake in the Nigerian project, in the Nigerian state. Demand for better welfare, better security. If you don't get work, demand for unemployment benefits. Yes. Yes. So that you don't go crazy. Demand for it so that you can survive. Because they collect the taxes. Yes, they collect the taxes. They're in charge of providing you with welfare. It's constitutionally guaranteed. Don't waive it. Don't waive that right. Don't waive it. Not be only if you work well for Nigeria, if you buy G-Wagon, yes, you can buy Rolls Royce. You can aspire, you can dream big. Nigeria is a blessed country. We just need to add value to the resources where God give us. That's what we need to do. We don't need to add the value to them and sell it. Yes. All these ones, they are telling you that Nigeria is a very poor country, that you cannot make it. You have to jackpot, go somewhere else. And you have to, endure all manner of abuse just to survive. You know? That thing na fallacy. You can go and get education abroad. You dey hear me? You can go and get skill abroad, make friends, travel, explore the world. You understand? There's a reason why you there for this planet. But don't forget where you come from. Don't forget where you come from. You can also make it. In fact, the pride of making it in your own country, the joy you dey here, you dey rap. Oh, when you don't close for work, you go meet your guys. Una they pop, una they hang out, una they drink beer. So there's one dangerous side when they don't go tell you for abroad. The loneliness where they there. You know, be saying that nobody they pick money for streets. You dey hear me? Nobody they pick money for streets. You have to keep to time. You have to take your work seriously. You are paying taxes there. You are improving their economy. You can also do the same thing here. If you have a system that guarantee that guarantee the fruit of your free and creative thinking, yes, you can get it. You can make it here too. As you dey jackpot go, now so the Chinese the jackpot come here too to come hustle. Now so the talks the jackpot come here to come hustle. Now so the Germans the jackpot here. In fact, those ones don't understand don't understand Nigerian system very well. Say when you just tip one chief, just tip one politician, they will just they make way for you. But it's much more difficult in their own country. You understand? Because it is very, very difficult in their own country for you to gain that tactical and strategic advantage. But they
Okay,
go come
Zanga,
here.
Zanga, Zanga,
Yeah.
hold on. No. Do you know how many franchises these Americans get for Nigerian, for inside Nigeria? I mean, franchises. You talk about KFC, you talk about Domino's, you talk about all these cinemas. I think Genesis Cinemas. You talk about lots and lots McDonald's. Like you talk about lots of franchise. ExxonMobil. Almost there's not like Nigerian like they would do have like a company that like a drilling company in the US in Nigeria no get. For example, like you say we get our own shell now, right? Where we say they drill for USA, but USA gets company where they drill for Nigeria. So is it that we are not good enough to bring these ideas or to do all these things, or we are too stupid? So please continue. Sorry.
See, I want provoke many of una. If you think say Nigeria no get money, I see all of you carry your smartphone. If now for laptop, you they listen to my voice right now on this space. Carry your phone, carry your laptop, open Google. Google how much is the price of molybdenum. If you know Sabi spell am, if you be art student, no worry, Google go correct you. Molybdenum. Google how much be the price of nickel. Google how much be the price of nickel. Google how much be the price of copper. Google how much be the price of tin. Google how much hmm, with the price of lead. Google how much with the price of some of those critical minerals. Just Google them. Let me now tell you. Google the price of uranium. All of this you have them here in commercial quantities. Now, let me give you the price. Let me give you the price that the Chinese are buying your copper here. The Chinese are buying your copper per ton, per ton, per ton. They know they even buy them reach $200. How much you see for that table? It's not above $9,000. The Chinese are setting the local price for your copper. You there abroad, they hustle. Somebody come here, they buy your lead. How much be the price of lead where you see there? The Chinese they buy lead less than 350,000 naira. That price there per ton is more than $2,000. How much be the price of tin where you see there? It's not above $12,000. Check the price of uranium. See, my people, your country is not a poor country. Your country is blessed. The land is blessed. The land is anybody where do this social re-engineering on Nigeria, that population, that's 75, 85, 65 years old, and this 50, don't they, if not be now, maybe say the millennials, they wake them up, they knock their head because they no agree. And and we don't they make the way out for the Gen Zs and the Gen Alphas where they come now. See, my people, you are not from a small country and you are not from a poor country. The country is mismanaged. The country is mismanaged. Till today, are you aware that there is no, not how many times I don't call that no, there is no, how many times I don't call that no for you, there is no national development plan for Nigeria, region by region. Forget anybody where they brag, my Lagos, my Port Harcourt, my Aba, my Asaba, my Benin City, my Kano, my this, my that. See, there is no national or regional development plan for Nigeria. So all your subnational, all your state governors, all your senators, all our reps members, including the state houses of assemblies, they cannot come together and articulate a development plan that the citizens themselves can invest in. Let me break that down for you to understand your stake. If your state have a development plan in all of the sectors, tech, agriculture, service, health, and others, construction, and everywhere. Now, and they legislate on that, that you can invest in that. You will bring your skill, you will bring your money, you will bring your investment, you bring everything. You will introduce your friends to that plan, and you will be part of something that is even bigger than you. That is how all the civilizations you see in Europe and North America develop. They came together and say, this is what we want to do. So when they are funding big projects, they ask them, where these people they see this money from. But your own here, they will rather want to collect that money, take it abroad. They will rather want to collect that money, put it in the real estate in the Gulf. Eh? Yes. So it's up to us whether we like it or not. We are just postponing this evil day. This protest, I would say, is a necessary evil, whether we like it or not. We must engage in it. We must. We must. You must understand also that the way the Nigerian police were set up, from that constabulary mentality where they did, they never still shift and well, forget the education. Oh, they are to protect the elite. They are to protect the elite. That's why you will see one man. You will see him with 50 mobile police people. Come and see how Wike is moving in Abuja now. He has motorbikes now. He has motorbikes. Motorbikes. He's a minister, a mayor. He has motorbikes now that are clearing the road for him. Yes, when he moves with a lot of DSS operatives. He moves with Mopo. Who is beating him in Abuja here? Nobody is beating him now. Nobody is harassing him. But he just want that obsession. Say, I be correct guy. I want to still, that craze. I don't know what is wrong with all black people, these African people, including you where they this place. If you get small power like this, you want to show I don't arrive. You want to show I
Mr.
don't arrive.
Saga,
And what is
Saga,
wrong with
please.
us?
Mr. Saga, like, please, let's try to round up. Let's go to other people.
I go round off now. Not be round up because they arrest anybody inside this place. I go round off. See,
No problem.
Please let's keep it like 4 minutes max. We have a lot of requests. Thank you.
okay, I want to use my 4 minutes now. Now my turn for 4 minutes. I don't use the 4 minutes. Now this 4 minutes start. Okay, okay. Make I just pause here. But I want you to have this in your subconscious mind. You are not from a poor country. You are from a country. You are from a dysfunctional country. You are from a dysfunctional country. And the problem of Nigeria is not spiritual. It is structural. It is structural because every plan that works is anchored on the rule of law. Every plan that works is anchored on the rule of law. That rule of law is what gives you confidence to invest in it, to defend it, to protect it, and reap the benefit of it. So when you take care of the state affairs, the state itself will take care of you. But unfortunately, the Nigerian state does not take care of its own. Thank you. I yield the mic.
Thank you so much, Mr. Zanga. Because if we allow you to talk, you're ready to take us trabaye. So yeah, that was a good one, a very good one. So Mr. Anthony and EndBadGov. So Mr. Anthony,
Yeah,
and 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 bad gov have been, coming and going and coming and going, right? So I don't know if you could please give us, like, we should give me 4 minutes, then we'll come to you. Do you contest? Like, do you agree?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, thanks. So end bad gov, you can go now. So after you, Mr. Anthony, can go.
Please, if you're
And
in the speaker section, can you please raise up your hand so that we know you want to speak? If not, we'll have to drop you to listener and bring you back when you're ready.
I better drop you so you can bring other people.
Please, who is
Leadership by
that?
example.
end
Thank you.
bad gov, hold on, don't worry, I'll drop him. Just don't worry. End bad gov, you can go on now, please. End bad gov. All right. So I don't think you can hear me. You can just go down and request the mic again. So Mr. Anthony, can you hear me?
yes, I can hear you. Good evening,
Okay.
everyone.
You know,
Yeah,
Mr. Anthony can go. And back of, please come back again. I will take you.
Okay, are you hearing me?
Yeah, I
Can
can
you
hear
hear?
you.
Oh, okay, okay. Mine is very short. Um, I think we should try and see this protest as make or mar. The reason is that you see what they are doing now. They are still testing the mic. They are still testing the mic, and we must show perseverance until we achieve our aim. Let us not be tempted by the 40,000 naira bag of rice. It won't last. It won't last for long. Let us not be tempted by what they are doing now. You see these people, they are evil. We are fighting animals. We are fighting evil people. And it's just a pity that um, about 5,000 criminals are holding over 200 million people hostage. Another thing I would like to say is that one of the things we should see as number one demand should be for the immediate removal of Mahmoud Yakubu. Because if that is not done, what we are going to see in 2027 is going to be worse than what we witnessed in 2023. To round up, what I'm saying is that we should put fears aside. Of course, they are going to try their best to make sure that the protest didn't hold. But we should try to we can only die once. We can only die once. So let us try and see this protest. Let us try and see this protest as make or ma. Thank you very much. I leave the mic.
Thank you so much for that short one, Mr. Anthony. I really appreciate you for that. So yeah, please let's wait in the listening section so we can bring other people up. So and if you have anything to contribute or to counter any other thing, you can always request the mic. Thank you. So we'll go to I'll drop you first, then we'll go to EndBadGovernance because I think he has requested again. So let's hear what he wants to say. Is he here? Okay, Valerie, I don't think he's here. So since EndBadGovernance is not here, so we
Think
should
it's
go
my
to
turn next.
Abraham. Yeah, you've been here for a long time. Then IBB, then Abraham, then IBB, then who again? I think this Biafra nationalist and Mr. I think Charlie P hands are up, but we'll come to that. I think he wants to give you a short submission. So let's
All
go
right.
with
So
Mr. Abraham.
okay, thank you, Valerie. How are you, Valerie?
I'm good.
Thank
Please,
you.
can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you. Yeah, finally, this dream is coming to pass tomorrow. I call it a dream because most people, in fact, I didn't even know it was gonna happen on the 2nd of July. There was no thought of protest anywhere on the 2nd of this month. It was on the 3rd of this month that all these things started, right? And it started flying online. And today, in the same month, we are about to go out on the street. Somebody said, why did we plan protest? We should have just gone out on the street and start protesting." I was like, okay, that was how we did the answers, right? And they came and killed us. But right now, thank God for time for planning, because at least we know several things that has been revealed in the course of this planning. Like, it has been revealed from the national, from the Department of Security forces, from the people, bigots, from the everywhere. Like, there has been noise all over Africa about this end bad governance. And if we didn't plan it, or at least bring it out ahead of time and start talking about it, we wouldn't be here today. The Nigerian government is already scared. All right. Please, there's something I want to say, guys. I will be on the streets tomorrow. I don't know about you. If you're in Nigeria, just come out on the streets. Nothing will happen to you. There is fear in the midst of people's hearts. That fear is the intrinsic fear that has been sown in us by the system. Yes, for so long. We inherited it even from our parents. That fear is the fear of subjugation. It's in everybody, including me. But that fear is the fear you have to say enough. Let me tell you something. If a snake is inside your house and there is no way of escape for you to run away, you have to find a way to kill the snake. If not, the snake will kill you. But when you realize that there is no way to escape, it's either you kill the snake or the snake will kill you, then fear will leave you. Fear is the greatest weapon in the hand of the enemy. Everybody knows that. See, and fear is also a spirit. It comes on you. Somehow you start, all those thoughts will just be ringing in your head. Get the fear and throw it away. You are alive for a reason. You are not dead. The person that is dead is the person who is hopeless. As long as you are alive, get the fear and throw it away. You will go out on the street. We will go out, and the protest is going to mount. It's going to mount. The reason why you see, let me tell you, for some people who don't know, there is a strategy for battle. Anytime this guy implemented this strategy, Muhammad Ali, when he used to, during his time of boxing, all right, he used to talk fear into his opponents, and that's what the Nigerian government have done, and that they do it all the time. It's like a strategy, all right. You guys that are many are not slaves. Nigerian people that are many, they are not slaves. You are not spineless slaves. All right. You have to understand what we are up against. They are not demons, so they are human beings. From Akpabio to Wike, they are human beings, the flesh and blood. They are not demons. So take the fear and trash it.
La la la.